Welcome back to another podcast for artists. Today we are going to help you guys get your art out there and maybe even sold using Facebook. So for artists, Facebook offers a lot of interesting ways to connect with people who really appreciate your work
Absolutely.
and potentially even turn those connections into sales.
Yeah, think of your Facebook presence as like more than just a portfolio.
Right.
It's like a dynamic space where you can actually build relationships
Yeah.
and directly engage with your audience. And when we talk about selling, the integrated tools like Facebook Marketplace
Mm.
can be super powerful for artists.
Okay. So let's get into that a little bit. What exactly makes Facebook and especially Facebook Marketplace so valuable for artists looking to sell their work?
Well, what's fascinating about Facebook is the sheer reach that it has.
Yeah.
It has a huge user base. So you have the potential to connect with a massive number of people who might be interested in your art,
Right.
locally or even globally. And Facebook Marketplace kind of layers on this transactional element,
Oh.
making it easier for those connections to actually turn into sales, especially for more accessible pieces.
So it's not just about showing your art to the world, but also about actually having this kind of built-in mechanism to facilitate those initial sales,
Precisely.
particularly within your local community.
Yeah, and it really lowers the barrier to entry.
Right.
You don't necessarily need like a standalone e-commerce website to start selling.
Yeah.
Marketplace allows you to list your pieces with photos
Mm.
and descriptions and prices, and it reaches people who are already browsing for items to buy.
So that's a great way to kind of test the waters with selling online
Yeah,
or to supplement your existing sales channels.
absolutely.
Now, beyond just listing a marketplace, how can an artist use their main Facebook page strategically to try to drive sales?
I think if we connect this to the bigger picture, your artist page becomes kind of like your central hub.
Mm.
And you can use it to really kind of tell the story behind your art, showcase your process, and just build this community of followers. And this creates a warmer audience that is more likely to be interested in actually purchasing your work when you do offer it for sale, either through Marketplace or a dedicated shop tab on your page.
Yeah.
Or links to your website.
So the page builds that connection and that interest.
Right.
And then features like Marketplace or a shop tab can directly address that sort of transactional side of things.
Exactly.
It's like building your audience within a marketplace.
Yeah, and the content you share on your page plays a crucial role in driving those sales. High-quality images or videos of your artwork are essential, of course,
Right.
but, also consider sharing insights into your inspiration or process videos that show your techniques
Okay.
or even virtual studio tours. And that this just kind of helps people connect with you and your work on a deeper level and makes them more invested in actually owning a piece of it.
That makes a lot of sense because people buy from artists they connect with, not just anonymous sellers.
Absolutely.
So developing a Facebook strategy for your art business is key.
Yeah.
What are some of the core elements an artist should consider in that strategy?
Well, this kind of raises the question. What are your goals?
Yeah.
Are you primarily looking for local sales?
Right.
Do you want to build a broader online presence?
Uh.
Are you aiming for direct sales? Or are you looking to drive traffic to your website?
Yeah.
Or maybe a gallery representation?
Right.
So once you kind of have this clarity on your objectives, you can then tailor your strategy.
Okay.
And this includes thinking about like the type of content you'll share, how frequently you'll post, and just how you'll engage with your audience.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. An artist who's focusing on local sales might want to prioritize engaging with local groups and using Marketplace a lot.
Right.
But someone aiming for a broader reach might focus more on compelling content that drives traffic to their website or something.
Precisely. And part of that strategy also involves understanding your audience on Facebook.
Okay.
Who are they?
Right.
What kind of content resonates with them?
Yeah.
And, Facebook Insights can actually provide valuable data on your followers,
Okay.
which can help you refine your approach over time.
So Facebook Insights, that sounds like a useful tool for understanding who's actually engaging with your page and what kind of content they like best.
Absolutely. It allows you to kind of move beyond guesswork.
Yeah.
And make data-informed decisions about your content strategy. You can see things like the demographics of your audience,
Oh, cool.
when they're most active on Facebook,
Yeah.
and which of your posts are actually performing well.
So you can really see what's working and then do more of that.
Yeah.
Now a lot of artists are already stretched for time
Yeah.
between creating their art and all the other demands of being an artist. Is building and maintaining a Facebook presence really worth the effort?
That's a very valid concern. because it does require an investment of time and effort.
Right.
However, if you approach it strategically, the potential benefits can be significant.
Okay.
Think about the direct access to a large audience,
Huh?
the ability to build relationships with potential collectors,
Yeah.
and the direct sales opportunities.
Right.
So for many artists, it can be a worthwhile investment in building their career.
So it's about being strategic with your time and focusing on the aspects of Facebook that align with your specific goals as an artist. So it doesn't necessarily mean you have to spend hours on the platform every day. Having a focused and consistent approach can be really helpful.
Exactly. Even dedicating a few focused sessions each week to creating and scheduling content, engaging with your followers,
Right.
and listing new pieces on Marketplace.
Yeah.
This can yield really positive results over time. It's about building momentum and nurturing your online presence.
And I imagine seeing those sales come through
Right.
or those connections being made can be really encouraging for an artist.
Absolutely. There's a real satisfaction
Yeah.
in connecting directly with someone who appreciates your art enough to purchase it.
Yeah.
And Facebook provides a direct pathway for that to happen.
Well, this has been super helpful. I feel like you've given us a really clear picture of the value of Facebook and Facebook Marketplace for artists.
Yeah.
And how it can directly contribute to selling art.
Yeah.
And the importance of developing a well-thought-out Facebook strategy.
Right.
So it sounds like for a lot of artists, this can be a really powerful tool when used effectively.
The key takeaway is be intentional. Don't just create a page and hope for the best.
Right.
Think about your goals.
Yeah.
Understand your audience. And create engaging content that showcases your art and your unique artistic voice.
So for a more detailed guide on creating your artist page on Facebook, be sure to click on the article link in the description.
Great.
And we'll see you next time on Podcast for Artists.
See ya.